I just have to record this because this is insane. So let me tell you guys what happened. So basically, I was like trying to and by the way, my tail, if you're wondering about my tail, I am pan/bisexual, so don't mind that. Anyway, but I was just I was just playing in Brookhaven, and then I saw so then I typed in chat. If you, yeah. So I was typing in chat, hey, ABC for rich big sis, and then someone invited me to their family. So I was like, yeah, they're probably meaning ABC, but they don't have chat. So I accepted the family request, but I didn't know that something big would happen. So then, basically, what happened is, this random girl came and she was asking, who was I? And I said hi, and then she said hi back. And there was this guy right here, this blue guy. And he said, are you guys together? Oh, my phone is at 5. Bye, girl. Bye. Bye. By the way, guys, I did friend her, so. Okay, anyway. Let me just tell you the rest of this story. So, as usual, and then basically, and then she said, are you two together? And I was like, no, because I'm not an e-dater and I'm already taken, so I said no. And then she said, okay. And, I didn't, oh, okay. And then, basically, after that, by the way, if you hear any noise, just ignore it. And then, basically, after that, she said, do you think
Are you on the phone?
No, I'm just making a vid.
Hurry up, because it's bad.
Okay, got it. So then, basically, the girl said, do you think he'll like me? And I said, I don't know, but I would get to know him first. And then she just started crying. And then the guy said, are you okay? And then she said she was leaving. And then I was like, no. And then I followed her to her house. And then basically, we were already friended by that time. So then, basically, after that, we went to her house, and then this random girl came by, and basically after that random girl came by, and then after that random girl came by, after that, basically I said, hey, can we live together in the game? Because we're role playing. So, and then she said, sure. And yeah, and then I picked the house. And then basically, the guy came over again and basically said, and then basically said, what was the guy's name? And then basically the guy said something. I forget what then the guy came, and then Chloe, or the girl that I friended, said, please leave, please, I am mad. And then the guy said, oh, let's be, and then the guy said, let's be partner. And basically, I think, and then basically, Chloe said, then the guy said, I'm sorry. And then wait, no, actually, that guy didn't say that. And then the guy said, sorry. And then she said, for what? And then he put a crying emoji. And then basically she said, my phone is at 5. Bye. And she was talking to me, so that's why she said, bye, girl. And then I said, bye. And then she said, see you tomorrow. And then I said, bye. Well, that was all. And, yep, that was basically all for this mini little Story X rant. I will do Roblox rants in the future. Maybe. But it depends. Anyway. Bye, y'all. But first, I don't know if I'll get copyrighted for this, but I don't care.